goes. When you take the free will out of education, all that's left is schooling. Good afternoon to the respected members of the jury and this august gathering. The House stands divided. School education should be made free and compulsory for children across the world. I, Pratyush Adhikari, stand here to voice my opinions and go against the motion. It's an oft-repeated cliche that in this world there is no free lunch. My friends, there cannot be free education too. Therefore, when my learned friends on the other side insist that education be free, I cannot just laugh at their ignorance. Indeed, it is free, but it is being paid by the taxpayer in some form or another of direct or indirect taxation. Even going by a moment's consideration that it is indeed free, do we not know how we treat free stuff? For a child to value, yes.
You just say that we don't value the free stuff that much. Tell me one thing, IIT costs less than the Amity University, but the students studying in Amity, do they have a greater success than the students studying in IIT?
Sorry?
Students studying in Amity, do they have a greater success level than the students studying in IIT? Because Amity costs more than IIT.
Yeah, taking your point. If you've limited schooling, and first of all the debate is on schooling, not on university education, and secondly, if education according to you is limited to success in job prospects and to pay packages, then I'm sorry, you're mistaken. Tijjani Thiam, the CEO of Credit Suisse, has said when asked that you're an engineer, how can you lead a financial institution? He said that engineering, according to me, is not machines, it's problem solving. I give you the same answer. So, for a child to value his education, for a parent to value their child's education, this is a must that an economic value be associated with it. In India, at many states, we have provision for free primary education. May I ask my worthy opponents, what have we achieved or what the dropout rates are? It's 40 to 50% if midday meals are not provided. And what is the dropout rate at paid government schools? It's far less than 10% as per NSSO statistics. UN stats state that even after UN-aided free schools have been opened up in various parts of the world, every year the percentage of dropouts increases by at least 2%. Yes?
You just mentioned that the percentage of illiterate dropouts would be more if midday meal was not there. But isn't the midday meal scheme a supporter of our topic only? Isn't it a supporter of education being expanded?
Education is nowhere being expanded by midday meals. Once the midday meal is over, once they're 14, they sit at home. They go and work. So I think education should be the driving force for education itself. Learning the skill development instead of the midday meals. Thank you. Friends, unfortunately in this world, everything costs money and education is no exception. It costs tons of money to build the infrastructure and to sustain the teachers. This needs to be realized by everyone. I agree to some form of deferred payment. Pay when you start to work, but do pay back to value the education and add back to society so that we can sustain the very concept of education itself. And as I said, what is our tendency? How do we treat free stuff? We would treat free education much the way we treat free tap water running in our homes. And a well-known principle in microeconomics. Price ceilings never work. All it does is increase under-the-table deals, and those who we want to help are never benefited. And let's not forget what state-sponsored education has done. Let's not forget what Hitler did to Germany, what Mao did to China, what the Kims have done to North Korea, and what Stalin did to Russia. Instead, what I suggest is to apply our minds and do some hard work. Instead of freeing up education, let's bring in private investment and endowment, and let's make academic part-time jobs available to all. So let's, instead of burdening the already burdened taxpayer, work a little more hard. Again, returning to economics, as I said, price ceilings never work. The poor would remain in the vicious cycle of illiteracy, and I nowhere want that. Let school earn a profit and use it for propagating and making education accessible. With this, I leave it to the wisdom of the House to decide the fate. Thank you.